Hi ladies, welcome back to Feminine Privilege. This channel is all about teaching you how to enhance your feminine privilege through the art of feminine energy. Yes, ladies, this is an art. We are here learning it together. So let's be supportive. Let's try to learn all that we can, and I'm going to do my absolute best to share with you what I've learned since starting on this journey. So let's get into the video. So today we're going to talk about how to look expensive on a budget. Now, I know for myself, I'm a college student. I'm 21 years old, and I do not have the luxury of affording luxury items. So I really had to be creative. I had to find alternatives to the things that I wanted, and you do not have to spend all of your money to pamper yourself and to enhance your wardrobe. So the first thing that I will say that I did, and all of this is me speaking from my own experience. So I never used to get my nails done really, and I started doing that a couple of months ago, and that really was an expense, and for me it just was not feasible. So what I started to do was I kind of went in steps. So first I took a step back from acrylics, also because they were really damaging my nails, and I wanted to find creative solutions to be able to restore my nail health. So what I did was I just went to the store and started getting some press-ons. That's a really easy way, ladies, for you to elevate your look on a budget. I think they cost me about $8. And recently, over the past weekend, I invested in an e-file as well as more professional nail kits. I think the entire thing cost me about $150. And this is not something that I bought right off the bat. I knew that a couple of months ago, did not want to invest in something like this. But once I started to kind of grow out of the press-on nails or the glue-on nails system, I thought to myself that it would be a really great investment for myself and moving forward to be able to practice on myself and get better. That way I could perfect the way that I do my nails so it really looks like I got out of the salon. So I know for me that now still is a bit of an expense. I'm not saying to drop $150 on nail supplies and on different materials, but if that's something that you feel confident in doing and you want to start practicing, then I definitely recommend that. And if you guys want me to do a tutorial on how I do my nails, I am in no way a professional at all, but if you guys want me to make a video on that, then I can definitely record it so you guys can see how I make my nails look very classy and very cute and put together. And I can also do that just with, nails from the drugstore. So I can do either way. Let me know what you guys would like to see, if at all. And a really big theme throughout this entire video really is doing it yourself. It's finding creative solutions and affordable ways to achieve the same look, in terms of how you do your beauty routine to how you shop for your wardrobe. So another way that I was able to do things myself was to start doing self-tanning. Now, this is something that I have been doing since I was in high school. I just love the look of being sun-kissed and glowy, and now I use the brand Bali Body. That's one of my favorite self-tanners. I would recommend that you have someone help you. If not, then that's fine too. It will be a little more difficult, but it's definitely doable. I usually just have my boyfriend help me, and it works out really beautifully. I get a really beautiful tan. Something that is really important to note though, ladies, is with everything that I'm going to mention as far as the beauty routines go, before we get into the actual wardrobe, is to maintain a routine. I find that my biggest weakness is not maintaining a routine, and I can get in this really bad habit of letting myself go, so to speak. So I have not tanned myself in a very long time. I said that I would do it, and I have been saying that I would do it for weeks now, and I just have been making excuses. So it's really a matter of if I prioritize it and I really want to do it, it will get done, and it hasn't been getting done. And that is totally my problem, and I have to fix it. I have been saying that I want my boyfriend to tan me, and I just have not initiated it. So tonight I'm really going to make sure that I get that done, because it really is just a matter of doing it, and I feel so much better about myself. So definitely self-tanning is something that is really, really helpful for me and my beauty routine, and it's way more affordable than going somewhere and getting it done. Now, if you have the luxury to do that and the finances to do that, by all means go ahead. But this video is tailored towards doing things on a budget, and so I would really recommend doing it yourself. And you don't have to be perfect, but practice does make perfect. So just remember that with every tip that I mention as far as doing things yourself. Now, another thing that I would definitely recommend is to get a haircut. If you have someone in your family who is confident enough to do it for you, and I don't mean something crazy, just straight across, just to knock off the dead ends, you could even do it yourself. Please, ladies, do this. I asked my boyfriend to do it. As you could probably tell in the way that I mentioned him, he's very open to helping me do these things because he knows that it is really helpful for me, and it's just another set of hands. So he does it for me sometimes, and it's a really easy way to make sure that you're maintaining the health of your hair, because let me tell you, there is nothing more than beautiful, healthy, whether it's long, flowy or not, hair that is healthy. I had really bad split ends, and I didn't even realize it. And I do not prioritize getting my hair cut. I have gone years without a haircut, and I know that that is absolutely atrocious, but that's just the truth. And now I really want to make sure that I'm prioritizing it. And I say want to because I'm still in the process of making it become a habit. So now going on to makeup. You do not have to buy high-end makeup products, ladies. When it comes to foundation, it's only my personal preference that I do prefer to spend a little bit more on my foundation. But that is only because I need something very particular for my skin, or else I will break out really badly. I used to have really bad acne, and I was able to get it under control, so now I'm really particular with what I put on my face. But if you don't struggle with that, then definitely just go to the drugstore and pick out whatever works for you already, or whatever you think works for you after doing some research. And just test some stuff out and find what works best for your skin. I find that having a really beautiful base is really important. Now remember, the base starts with the skincare, and I don't mean to be a broken record player, and you've probably heard this many times before, but it is the truth. It's really important to maintain a healthy skin regimen. If you guys would like a video on that and would like to know how I was able to get my very severe and stubborn cystic acne under control, then please let me know and I will do a video on that. But it really, really does help. Now, I don't want to discourage anyone who is at that phase where they are trying to get their skin under control. I don't want you to think that just because you have blemishes or severe acne or whatever it may be, that these tips will not help you. They absolutely will, but just know that it is really important to prioritize skin first. Now, moving on to the wardrobe. I really think that it's completely possible to find items that look very expensive, that look very high quality, but are on a budget. And if you guys would like, I can also do a video going into depth of all of the specific companies that I go to for this, but I'm not going to do that in this video because it would just be a little bit too long, because I have a lot of different brands that I like. However, I typically make sure to go for things that are timeless and classy, but still sexy and are very form-fitting to my body. I find that that is just what works for me. Tight tops, making sure that it really accentuates my waist. And, that's something that's an attraction point for me, but it could be totally different for you. And if that is the case, then highlight whatever aspect of your body is an attraction point for you. So if it's your lower half, then do that. If it's your bust, then do that. If it's your waist, do that. If you find that you're not necessarily comfortable with the state that your body is in, and we will touch on that more specifically in a few moments. But invest in some shapewear, ladies. Shapewear really does help. Just make sure that you are getting something that fits your body and accentuates the aspects of your body that you want to highlight. Now, it's very important for me to just be very upfront and let you know physical health is the most important thing to your leveling up journey. And I'll tell you why. We live in this culture of wanting to accept everything, and I think that's amazing, but we also have to be very, very cognizant of pushing forth a way of life that is truly unhealthy. Now, I know that there are women out there who do have a hard time losing weight, so if you are actively trying to get to your best self, I'm not saying to become a stick figure model and to push unrealistic beauty standards, okay, but becoming your best self. If you are already doing that, then this next statement is not directed towards you. But if you are not prioritizing your health, if you are allowing yourself to fall into a habit of obesity, it really is important to get out of that. And this goes beyond just leveling up for femininity. This really is important for your long-term health, ladies, because if you want children, or if you just want to, if you are ambitious, then this is really going to inhibit you. You're going to find yourself being more tired, being more exhausted when you are trying to carry out certain activities, and it really goes into a mental state of wanting to be lazy all the time. Now, if you are not the type of person that is ambitious or does not want the best for yourself, then maybe it's something deeper where you need to look within yourself. And my videos are not a band-aid for things that need to be addressed more seriously and more deeply within yourself. It's really important that you prioritize maintaining your health to be the best that you can be, to be in the best shape of your life, not in the life of an Instagram model that you see on the internet, of your life. And that will drastically change the way that not only other people see you, but more importantly, the way that you see yourself, because that will indirectly lead to you feeling much better about yourself. And as far as other people seeing you, they will see you as someone who respects yourself, as someone who values prioritizing yourself and your health. And that is something that goes beyond the eye, because that is an impression that you're making on someone. So please, ladies, being in the best shape of your life really, really is the key to the first step of looking expensive. So that was a little bit of a side note, but let's go back to wardrobe. So as I was saying, things that accentuate your body or the highlights of your body, that's really important. It's also really important to stay away from really crowded and disruptive patterns. I used to be someone who was very into trends, into the Instagram trends. I found that looking back, in the moment, I thought that I was the hottest thing since sliced bread, but I look back at myself and I just don't like what I see. So I really had to step away from that and look for things that really, really complimented me. And this is different for everyone. So for me, I found that things that were form-fitting to my body, that were very earthy or pinky tones, florals, heels, simple heels. You don't have to go to Louis Vuitton and get red bottoms, but there are heels out there that replicate that, ladies. And, we don't have to be so obsessed with the designer, because I'm a really firm believer that you don't have to spend a lot of money to look amazing. And I found that for myself, that works just as well. So especially when it comes to, for example, handbags, I know that there are some handbags that I would love, but it's just not feasible for me. There are really beautiful bags from Steve Madden, Michael Kors, and remember, these are things that you are investing in because presumably you're using these every day. So for me to spend $80 on a bag really for me was okay, because I use it almost every day. You know, it's not a t-shirt that you go in and grab, once every other week. It is your handbag. It's almost as imperative as your phone. It carries all of your belongings, so you want to make sure that it's of good quality, but you also don't need to pay for a name, because let's be real, ladies, Louis Vuitton, a Neverfull bag is just as good of quality as a Michael Kors bag. The difference? The name. That's it. So we really have to kind of put our egos aside and not be so obsessed with the product name, but rather how it makes us look and how it makes us feel while we wear it. And I promise you, if you go for items that are in your budgets and you just have a good sense of yourself and what looks great on you, even if it's through trial and error, then you will be successful. All right, ladies, that's all that I have for you today. If you would like more on this topic, please let me know. And let's continue the conversation. What is your staple item? Let me know in the comments below. Is it a pair of heels? Is it a nice jacket? I know for me, it is a nice pair of wedges because I wear those most often. Those are a little bit more casual and they really, really elevate my look all the time. I could be wearing a nice pair of jeans and a nice simple top and put on some really cute but simple wedges, and that totally takes my look to the next level. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Let me know what you guys would like to hear in the next video, and I will talk to you guys in the next one. Bye, ladies.